Hi everyone, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's your girl Great Faith. If today is the first time you're coming across my video, I really want to say a huge thank you. If you have been here, you haven't seen my video, you've seen a lot of them, you've left your comment, I really do appreciate you guys, and I really want to say you are welcome to the huge family. The reason is because I keep dropping videos on a daily basis. Okay, why do we do that? We usually do that so that you are not going to be able to miss out on the opportunities that we have. And a lot of you have already shared your concerns, but in this video, stay with me. I am going to share a lot of things I think we should look into. And at the sending my love, I'm sending my kisses to you. And at the same time, guys, I don't understand that everybody loves free things, right? But sometimes when it doesn't favor you, I don't think you should kill me for it. Because a lot of you are reacting so emotionally, like acting as if something bad happened because the zero deposit got filled up. We had tons of zero deposit opportunity. Luxembourg was zero deposit, and Ireland was zero deposit as well. We also had Albania that was zero deposit. We posted it out there, so it was on first come, first serve basis. There were no specific people that we kept on the corner and we said, oh, we must give the position to these people. No, it didn't happen. Because the way some of you are just coming at me as if like I chose some specific people to give it to them. No, it's open for all nationality. It's open for everyone. If you want to apply, you can go ahead and apply. If you don't want to apply, you can leave it. But some of you acting as if we are indebted to you, or we took some particular persons, we gave it to them, we didn't want to share. No, that's not it. So even while you're watching this video, I will really recommend you to pay attention, because most of you don't pay attention to videos, and at the end of the day you start complaining. Okay, I posted the zero deposit packages, but on this video I am going to be dropping packages, but they are not zero deposit packages. The reason is because the zero deposit packages are over, and now we are moving on to something else. A country that allows you to come with family, is a country that you can be able to study while you're working. Is a country that is open, is part of the Schengen, which means that if you're in that country, you can be able to come to other Schengen countries. Now, what is going to be the agenda of this video for today? So for today, basically, I'm going to be talking about the permits. What country or which country am I talking about today? Secondly, I'm going to be talking about the requirement. What kind of requirement do you need for you to be able to apply for this job? And after that, I'm going to be talking about the financial part of it. Are we going to be needing money for this country, or for this package, or for this work permit, or are we not going to be needing money? I am going to be talking about the jobs availability. What kind of jobs do we have? What are they looking for? And lastly, I'm going to be talking about the processing time. How long are we going to process this work permit, and what is needed, or what is required? So stay with me. That is so amazing. A little bit popular due to they have opened their doors to the international applicants to be able to come into the country. So for now, there are a lot of people coming into this country. So I am going to be talking about the 1-year work permit for Portugal. Yes, I know, right? I didn't do any guessing game this weekend because we didn't have a lot of time. So I'm just going to go straight to the point, make the video straight to the point. If you want to apply for this work permit, please, you can reach out to us. When some of you say, I am interested, I don't take it seriously, because what are you interested in? A lot of people can be interested. See, guys, most of the time you complain, how do we contact you? How do we reach out to you? Most of the people that come to my WhatsApp space to talk to me, they do not end up applying. If, for instance, 100 people contacted me on WhatsApp, only 2 people end up applying. So that is why we are now moved to drop the contact. Either we move to drop WhatsApp number, or we move to drop the emails. Because some people are going to call you 12 midnight, 1 a.m. They are not even checking the time difference. I am in Lithuania, so if you want to come, you have to check the time difference. You calling me 3 a.m., 2 a.m., it doesn't make sense. So a lot of time we get these things happening, and at the end, the candidates, they are not even applying, so we don't put it there. We are only interested and mainly focused on candidates that really want to do this job, on candidates that are really interested, on candidates that really needs help, not just like random people. So that's the reason why we are not doing this, and that is the reason why we are not getting involved. So it doesn't matter like what you're saying, you're not putting your content and all of that. That is not what we're talking about today. So let's talk about the work permit in Portugal. Let's talk about it today. So this is a 1-year work permit in Portugal, okay? And I am going to be talking about the requirement. What kind of requirements do you need for this? First and foremost, before we even go for that, before I say the requirement, before I even dive, this is not a zero deposit package. I post the packages as they come. For this is not zero deposit. Should in case, because a lot of you will be like, in your video you said this is not a zero deposit package, okay? You are going to be depositing 500,000 naira, which is about like $300 for this, or let's just say maximum $400 for this package for you to start the process. That is how we are going to know that you're serious, because we got a lot of people in the zero deposit package. A lot of them couldn't apply, a lot of them even opted out. They just messed up the entire slots. So now we are just going to be posting these packages, but not just with zero deposit. So for the requirement, what do we need? We need your data page of your international passport. We need your passport photo. We need your, let's say, personal CV. So let's talk about it. When we're talking about personal CV, is simply what we know as the curriculum vitae, right? All you have to do is just to do it on Europa, but make it to be the European standard of CV. Don't just bring a kind of random CV for us. Make it to be standard. If you cannot do it, you can reach out to us for we to be able to assist you. We are going to be needing your birth certificate because it's very, very important. We are going to be needing a medical report that shows that you are fit and you can be able to do this job. And apart from that, we are going to be needing the police character for this work permit. The visa fees is required as well. On the description box of this video, I'm going to be indicating how much the Portuguese visa fee is, so you can be able to apply, or you can just Google that, okay? Embassies, they have, like, of course, it can be different visa fee depending on the currencies. If you're coming from Nigeria, it will be different from somebody coming from Kenya or Gambia or Malawi or Tanzania, because a lot of people are seeing my video now. I just have to be careful, make sure I give every figure or currency, make sure it is dollars, which is universal. So that is going to be on the description box for the visa fee. So all this document, we want it to be on a single PDF, okay? You're going to put everything, merge it together, send it to us on a single PDF. Okay, like I said before, the initial deposit for this package is about like $400 US, which is about like 500,000 naira. In your currency, you can be able to convert that, or if you're using dollars, fine, that is doable. Now, what is the duration of the process? How long are we going to make this process, or how long is the Portuguese work permit process going to last? For the Portuguese work permit, it is going to be for the period of 2 months maximum, which means if you start it now, which is May, June, July, between July thereabouts, this work permit should be out. You should be applying for your visa to leave your country, irrespective of where you're coming from. Maybe you're coming from Nigeria, or coming from anywhere. It's going to be 2 months processing time. All right, the thing is, only work permit provided with accommodation. So only work permit is provided with accommodation. The company is going to be providing you accommodation. The company is going to be providing you work permit. Initial deposit is $400, but there is no flight. Flight is not included. Those of you that will come and ask me, the duration of the accommodation as well is not stated, because I see that a lot of people usually have issues with this. They'll be like, oh, why can't they keep us for a very long time, or why are we doing this, or why can't we take like furthermore, or whatever we are doing. Okay, the thing is, it is only going to be for the temporary time that you're there. There is no company, trust me, that is going to keep you for the lengthy 2 years or 1 year that they are going to be employing you, except it depends on how or the kind of agreement you have with them. So flight is not included. A lot of you are going to be asking me this question: can we come with family? I'm going to come to that, so don't worry, I'll go for it. Now, what is the total charge of everything? Everything is going to be in Nigerian currencies, about like 5.5 million naira, but in dollars is about like 4,000 US dollars, which means that you can be able to apply. Everyone from anywhere can be able to apply. So out of that 4,000 US dollars. You can be able to start with the initial deposit, which is just about like 400 US dollars. Okay, so that doesn't mean that there's any issue with that. So if you're ready, if you're willing, and you're able to make this initial deposit, why not? You can be able to do it. But if you don't want to do it, what can we do? Because this does not have a zero deposit. That is where I'm driving at, and that is what I'm talking about. What kind of jobs do they have? I've talked about the requirements. I've talked about the duration of the process. I've talked about the initial deposit, how much you're going to pay. I've talked about the accommodation. I've talked about the work permit. I said flight is not included. I'm repeating it again because when people watch the video, they skip the video and later they come and complain. What kind of jobs do we have right now? Jobs that are available. Number one, we have office jobs, which means that if you have like any kind of office experience, like administrative, secretary, it falls under office job. 9 to 5, you can be able to do that at the office space. So office job is number one. Number two, they have like sales. You can be like a customer service agent. You can be like a receptionist, taking calls, or like whatever it is under sales, helping to sell product, to resell product, work in a potential company, being their sales agent. You can be able to do this, which falls under sales. So sales is the number two thing. Number three, we have positions factory. Okay, you can be able to work as a factory worker in Portugal if you really want to work as a factory worker. This is the number three. Then number four, if you have to do like official jobs, you can be a manager, you can be a director. All of these positions are available as well. We can be able to put in for you. So looking at this, I think it's going to be just based on your CV and what you have there and the experiences you have. We are going to look at it and we will channel the job application based on your CV and your experiences. Now, another one is a hotel worker. You can be able to work in any of the hotels. For those of you that worked as bartender, those of you that worked as receptionist, you worked as a waiter, you worked as a waitress, housekeepers, you can be able to do the hotel jobs as well. Now, we also have restaurant jobs. If you have experience or you've done that before, you can be able to work in the restaurant as well. All right, hospital jobs. For this hospital, it falls under those of you that are becoming as caregivers. You've been doing that before, you did some certificate, you have experience, or you want to do that. Portugal is open for you. You can be able to do that in Portugal. One thing I want you guys to understand is that for these jobs, we are going to be channeling it according to your CV. If you have this experience, you've done it before, bring it on. So when we see it, we'll go through the entire document, we'll present it before our people. Our partners can be able to check and they apply for this job for you. So now let's answer the question. Can you be able to come with your family? Somebody might be asking because somebody is wondering and somebody wants to understand if they can be able to come with the family. When you're coming at this time, there is no provision for that, but you can be able to invite your family around 3 months or 3 to 6 months after while working for the company. Okay, you can be able to do that. We all know that Portugal allows you to move with family, right? You can be able to move in with your family, so you can be able to invite your family at this point. I've already talked about the accommodation, and also the cost of living in Portugal is not super expensive. So in this case, there are like, how do I put it, there are like tiny stores that you as an individual you need to figure out by yourself. For example, cost of living, the way of life of the people, and what is happening there and what not is not happening there. You can be able to check in just these few things. So in this video, I was able to cover it's a 1-year work permit. I talked about it. I was able to cover the requirement that we need to apply for this job. I was able to cover the initial deposit. I was able to cover the duration of this job. I was also able to cover what is included, like for that. Then in terms of the medical insurance, it wasn't indicated here, but of course companies usually provide medical insurance, which means they're going to be providing you with medical insurance when you are in Portugal working with them to cover you, because companies usually do that if they invite you. Okay, now that is that for that. So for documents you're going to be needing to apply for the visa, I am also going to be including it in the description box so you can be able to see it and take your time. This is not a zero deposit package. I've said it like how many times? It is not, because some of you will come to my chat and be like, you promised us, you did. I'm not promising you. This package is not zero deposit. All the zero deposits we brought it, a lot of people abused it, so I just have to post the opportunities the way they come. So thank you so much guys for this video. This is all I have for the Portuguese work permit, which is for 1 year. I am going to be coming your way with a lot of job offers that we have, so it's going to be hitting the screen. Take your time to go through it. Anyone you like, just reach out to me or just drop a message on the comment section. If you have more questions, I am going to go through it, drop you the link to the WhatsApp. You get a consultation is mandatory for those of you that want consultation, but if you understand the video and you don't want to ask anything and you're ready, you can be able to afford the initial deposit, we can start. But if something is not clear, you want us to clarify, you want us to explain, in this case we charge for consultation fee. So I think that will be all for me from my end in this video, and thank you so much for watching. But should in case you have any question, like I said, do not forget to drop it on the comment section guys. This is your girl Griffith, and I want to say goodbye.